Okay, Nana, continuation class to the semi-empirical mass formula. So the next energy term is surface energy term. So in this surface energy term, what will happen? A nucleon inside of the nucleus is surrounded by another nucleons like this. For example, this is the center of the nucleus. So this center nucleons surrounded by another nucleons like this. And next, this nucleon is surrounded by another nucleon like this. Okay, like this. The nucleons inside the nucleus surrounded by another nucleons. So for example, if you take this as your center nucleon, what will happen? The net force acting on the center nucleon from all the sides, okay, the net force acting on the center nucleon from all the sides is what, Nana? 0. So but in case of the nucleons which are on the surface of the nucleus, the nucleons which are at the surface of the nucleus, the net force acting on the nucleus does not becoming a 0. Okay, so because for example, if you take this nucleus, this is a surface nucleon, the surface nucleon which is nearer to only these three atoms, only these three nucleons. So that is why the net force acting on this nucleon is not is equals to 0. So that is why what will happen, the binding energy is directly proportional to the surface area. In case of surface energy term, what will happen, the surface energy term, for example, it is denoted by S. Okay, it is directly proportional to the surface area of the nucleus in opposite direction, because if the surface area increases, the binding energy decreases. So that negative sign indicates that the binding energy decreases if the surface area increases. Now tell me, this is what, nucleus is in the shape of sphere. Now what is the surface area of the sphere? This is surface energy term is directly proportional to minus. For example, let us consider a nucleus of radius r. What is the surface area of the nucleus? What is the surface area of the nucleus? That is 4 pi r square. Surface area of the nucleus is 4 pi r square, whereas r is the radius of the nucleus. Now substitute. This is 4 pi r square. Okay, but already we know that the radius of the nucleus r is equals to r naught into a to the power of 1 by 3. So now you substitute this value in the above equation. Surface energy term S is directly proportional to minus 4 pi r naught a to the power of 1 by 3 whole square. So take square inside, that is surface energy term directly proportional to minus 4 pi r naught square a to the power of 2 by 3. Simply what will happen, surface energy term, this is completely constant, take into proportional, that is directly proportional to minus a to the power of 2 by 3. Okay, so if you remove the proportionality, that is surface energy term is equals to minus this constant value is b, for example, b into a to the power of 2 by 3. E surface energy term is equals to Es is equals to minus b a to the power of 2 by 3. This is, for example, let us consider equation number 2. This is equation number 1. Okay, the volume energy term and surface energy term. Next, negative sign indicates what, Nana? The strong repulsive force. Negative sign indicates the strong repulsive force, as well as if the surface energy increases, binding energy decreases. Okay, both are same. Next, coming to the Coulombic energy term. Third one is what, Nana? Coulombic energy term. What is Coulombic energy term inside of the nucleus? In general, what will happen? Inside of the nucleus, there is an existence of nucleons. That is, protons and neutrons are existing inside of the nucleus. That is, what will happen, whenever the protons and neutrons inside of the nucleus, there is a happening of collisions between the protons and neutrons. Let us consider this is a nucleus, okay, with a positive charge. Whenever the protons and neutrons existing inside of the nucleus, then there is an occurrence of collisions between the nucleus. There is a chance. So now what will happen, there is a chance to escape protons from the nucleus, because whenever, already I told you, the nuclear forces are short range forces. The nuclear forces are short range forces. So because whenever the distance between the proton and proton inside of the nucleus is 10 to the power of minus 15 meters, then only the proton and proton will attract to each other. Otherwise, the distance is increased between the proton and proton, then what will happen, the proton is repulsed from this nucleus. The proton and one proton, what will happen? There is an existence of repulsion force between the two protons, and protons are, there exists a chance to escape the protons from the nucleus. That is what, because of the Coulombic repulsion force. Okay, because of the Coulombic repulsion force. For example, the number of interactions between the two protons, let us consider. There are two protons. This is one proton, this is another proton. How many number of interactions are possible in between these two protons? There is a possibility of only one interaction. Now let us take three protons. How many interactions are possible between these three protons? 1, 2, 3. This is 3. Now let us take 4 protons. That is proton number 1, 2, 3, 4. How many number of interactions are possible among these 4 protons? That is 1, 2, 3, 4, and there is interaction between the diagonal protons 5, 6. Okay, this is 6. Now how many number of interactions are between the 5 protons? That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For example, the 5 protons are like this. How many number of interactions? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that is 10. So now for example, if I take z number of protons, how many number of interactions are possible? That is z into z minus 1 by 2. If the proton number is 2, 2 into 2 minus 1 by 2, that is 1. Okay, if the proton number is 2, it is 1. If the proton number is 3, 3 into 3 minus 1 by 2. Okay, 3 into 2 by 2, that is 3. Same. Next, if the proton number is 6, 6 into 6 minus 1 by 2, that is 2 3s. 3 into 6 minus 1, 5. Okay. See here, if the proton number is 6, then 15 number of interactions are among the 6 protons. Here it is only 5, no? 5 protons means 5 into 5 minus 1 by 2. That is 5 into 5 minus 1, 4 by 2. 2 2s are 4, 5 2s are 10. So 10 number of interactions are between the protons. So the formula is correct. What is the formula? Z into Z minus 1 by 2 number of interactions are possible between the Z number of protons inside of the nucleus. We know that the electrostatic potential value is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into Q1 Q2 by R square. Here the two charges are electrons, that is E into E, means E square by R. This is what electrostatic potential. Now for example, this is what one number of proton. For example, Z number of protons, what is the formula for Z number of protons? The potential is V is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into Z minus 1 by 2 into E square. Here for Z number of protons, the value of R is R average. Okay, value of R becomes R average. Now I want to know about the value of R average. What is the value of R average? I am going to determine the value. That is, this can be written as 1 by Q. Here capital Q is the total charge enclosed inside of the, let us consider a nucleus of radius r, and the Q is a total charge enclosed within the nucleus. Then the radius is from r is equals to 0 to r is equals to capital R. Okay, so here I am finding the value, that is dq by r. The value of R average is this. Now already we know that what is the volume charge density? Volume charge density. What is the definition of volume charge density? The volume charge density is denoted by rho. It can be defined as charge per unit volume. Charge per unit volume. What is the volume of the nucleus? That is 4 by 3 pi. Radius of the nucleus is capital R Q. So this is what for charge Q. For small volume element, what will happen? For small volume element, the value of the rho is, it is small charge Q by 4 by 3 pi R cube. R is the radius of the nucleus for small volume element. Now differentiate on both sides. Differentiate on both sides. You will get dq is equals to 4 by 3 pi into rho is a constant, R cube differentiation 3R square into dr. Okay. So see here, 3 gets cancelled. Okay, now substitute the values in this equation. 1 by r average. Okay, take 1 by r average. Take 1 by r average is equals to 1 by q into integration r is equals to 0 to r is equals to capital R into substitute dq value. Dq value is rho into 4 pi here r square into dr, right, by here what is else r. Okay, now take down here, substitute 1 by q into rho is constant, take it outside, and also you have the value of rho in this case, so substitute. It is rho. What is the value of rho in case of volume charge density? Here it is q by 4 by 3 pi r cube. Because why I am taking volume charge density, why not small volume element? Because the rho is constant, because I am taking outside of the integration. So that is why inside of the integration only it is a small volume element, but outside of the integration it is volume charge density value. That is substitute 1 by, here it is 1 by q into q by 4 by 3 pi r cube into capital R cube, sorry, it is capital R cube into integration 0 to capital R. So here what else, 4 pi r square gets cancelled, here 4 pi into r dr. So see here 4 pi gets cancelled, q gets cancelled. What else outside? Outside is by 3 means 3 goes numerator, 3 by r cube into integration of r. Integration of r means r square by 2. What are the limits? 0 to r. Okay, take 3 by 2 r cube. I am taking 2 this side because 2 is a constant. Now applying the limits, that is r square minus 0 square. So here r square minus 0 square means r square r cube gets cancelled. This is 3 by 2 r. What is its value? 1 by r average. Substitute 1 by r average in this equation. Okay, now v is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught z into z minus 1 by 2 e square into 3 by 2 r. Okay, this is what in this equation. So after substituting in the electrostatic potential, it is the value. Now substitute the radius of the nucleus r is equals to r naught into a to the power of 1 by 3. Now finally the Coulombic energy term is represented by EC. EC is equals to, here there is a negative sign minus, and 1 by 8 pi, here 4 pi epsilon naught into 2, 1 by 8 pi epsilon naught into E square. This completely constant. See here 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught E square by 2 is completely constant. So that is why I am taking this 3 by 2 is also constant, is completely a constant, that is can be determined by C. Okay, in the volume energy term the constant is A, in the surface energy term the constant is B. Now in the Coulombic energy term the constant is C into what is left here, Z into Z minus 1 by A to the power of 1 by 3. This is what Nana Coulombic energy term. Coulombic energy term. Here why we are taking the negative sign? Negative sign indicates what, Nana? The decrease of binding energy due to the repulsion effect. If the repulsion effect is heavy, then the binding energy is also decreases. This is what, Nana? Coulombic energy term. In the next video we will learn the asymmetric energy term and pairing energy term. Thank you.